Hi everybody, good morning. This is a new room. It's subscriber only. It's a nice room to APT28 in the Snare or something like that. Engage in hand-on investigation, tracing fancy bear intrusions chain. They did, I think it was a free one last time regarding the APT28. This one is more practice. So learning objectives detect initial access and execution technique associated with APT28 activity, investigate persistent mechanism and identify privilege escalation, and utilize Eric Zimmerman, and also use event logs. Now, the scenario they tell us about it is we have set up hand-on scenario for you where you step up into the role of DFIR team member. Your task is to analyze a system compromised by APT28 and trace their steps, how they gain access, and what technique they use during the attack. This practical exercise is designed to give you real-world experience dealing with an advanced threat actor like APT28. And then the scenario says you are an incident responder for a large financial institution that collaborate closely with government agencies. It is 3:30, so we have a time when you receive an urgent call from one of your junior analysts. He reports that he flagged an alert after discovering that someone from DevOps accessed a suspicious email containing a link to a website where the user could download an archive on the QA Windows server. That's particularly alarming is that the email originated from an IP address that, according to threat intelligence, is linked to AP28. Any case, so you started an investigation. They give us access to the machine. I'm accessing the machine through X3RDP. I like to do this one usually. Let me change the font quickly so people can use. I forgot to change so usually when it is a Windows machine, I like to usually to use this one, the X3 RDP. So let's close the tools we have. Of course, they give us we have that. We can also let me start. I need it run it in we meet narrator as administrator. If we want to run that later on the PTX, let's run this one in let's also see if we can make the font. Let me quickly do the font. I forgot to do them before starting the video. Sorry guys. Let's put this one up so everybody can see it. Why I'm not able. So we have the PowerShell. So we have a PowerShell. We have we'll use Eric is a tool. So this one of the tool we'll use later on is for the CSV. Of course, this is the machine exactly the one we're supposed to investigate. If you access the machine, of course, if you go to local C, so we have your ODC users, so we have the lab, so we can just start. Now, of course, the start is getting information about the machine itself. So, for example, the first thing when you investigate, you see, okay, we have 1, 3, 4, and the administrator. This is the users and administrator, so we have that. This is the advert tool they give us. If you go to download, no, this is the main for me. Let's go back to the users. And now let's follow the room. First of all, of course, before starting security breach investigation, it's crucial to gather basic information about the compromised system. This is usually how it's done before the compromise, but in any case, this gives you clear understanding of the environment and help guide your investigation effectively. We start by collecting information about the victim from operating system knowing and all of that. So for example, we can start with system info. For example, we can go to our PowerShell. What are you? Can sys I'm not really in Windows. Usually, I don't remember them. System info, more in Linux command. I think we need to learn some PowerShell. So the system info, it will last. It's Microsoft Windows Server 2009, the data center. So we have it. So it's a cloud, so that's why Amazon is there. So basically we know, so we have that information based on output, but we know that our compromised host is Windows Server. Moreover, the detail also tell us that an EC2 instance in ours, Amazon Cloud Web Services. Now, for example, we get the IP, the IP address in Windows, because the IP config. We can see the IP, the machine 10.14.134. Okay, the next phase to do that, for example, now we can take note of the IP address of the future reference because we know the source of the IP in case of communication to external network. To check network activity, since we have started gathering the network detail, let's also check the open port. The open port, what we use, netstat, same as Linux minus ANO. I think that ANO is like all network. I forgot what's the O for. Netstat dash INO. So you can do netstat. Let's stay here with the heat. Not like Linux, it just freeze and give you always the wrong one because net. Why don't freeze on me now? Shit, that's what they hid in netstat. Netstat. I know. What did they do? So we're looking for outside connections, so you can see them, they're already there. This is the local ones. So we have, because we know the machine IP, so we already got the IP of the machine, so it's 131. So we have this 31 local address, foreign address, so it's connecting in port 33894979. Which port? 139. Oh, the external port. Port 80. No, port 80. It's not connecting to 135. 139. That's no. What I'm doing now? I think this one is later on. What is it? This is me, I think. Listening in 35 or 5338959. I don't know what's this port for another Windows ports. And then you have a connection from. This is me. I think it's me. This is my VPN, I think. And then I'm not sure what is this one. It's SyncSent. Okay, let's got that. Looking at the current network information, it seems possible that RDP port could be open to outside world. Maybe a threat actor use it during intrusion. We see. So we have this the entry level of port. Let's take a moment to review user present in the server during a real incident. You can compare the user information with our organization structure record to determine which engineer should have access to the server. To check the user on the server, we can use the following command, like get local user. That's one thing good about X3. You can just copy and paste. What's wrong here? Why is not pasting? Really? The whole point of X3 is so we become lazy. We don't type. Get local user. The local user, we have an administrator bit in account, Bob Martin, and then we have default account, user account managed by the system, DFIR. So we have this. This is more like a built-in system, but this is the user being created in the machine. We have 3 user. We can identify at least 2 users from our organization who are access to the server. Bob Martin and our service engineering, and Tom Barry, our DevOps engineer. Additionally, the DFIR analyst account was created specifically for, so the company structure will tell us is Bob Martin and there's Tom Barry. This is the account was created for us, the DFIR analysis. Now let's check if the file system the host get volume to check the type. I'm not sure why we need to check the type. Get volume. But yeah, sometimes because Not bad, we have NTFS. This means we might look at MFT logs for log file, etc. for more information. We're not doing this in this room, the MFT record. So we know it's an NTFS, so we could. Let's see if we can answer some question before we jump. I'm not sure why this command line. I mean, it doesn't. Windows doesn't have like a quicker way to get. What? I'm not sure Windows doesn't have a quick way to get the timestamp. I forgot to Google if there is a faster way to get the time zone. Why you should Linux you can do time zone give you straight. So we know it's an UTC. Usually standard window forensic analysis. Where are you now? So let's start. What's the name of the compromise host? We already did this information. Let's start from the top because we start that we can host name is this one, so we can just copy this, right click and paste it, so we get lazy. What TCP port excluding dynamic port are open the host ascending order? There are four of them. In my understanding, because if you're talking about dynamic, I think is referring to these ones. Usually dynamic, but this one, the one we know, 135.445.389. That's the one, no one, and 598. So 135.445 or 135 445 3389 3389 5985 5985. So we have this port. Then we have what user account I configure on this host. We already can see them here, and also we did a command. Where is that command? This is the network one. This is the volume. We know it's the name of the users. If we do it in so the Bob letter B, T is the last one, and we have no A B C A B. So the Bob Martin will be the first one because letter B. Then we have the one they created for us, so the DFIR analysis. Right click, paste. Lazy. We do things with the easy way, lazy way. And then we have Tom, but the right click, and then we can paste. Let's do that. Now the question is, what type of file NTFS? We got this NTFS already, so let's make sure if someone asks the question how we got it, it's this NTFS. The next one, time zone, we got UTC, going straight to university. Is a university called that UTC. No initial access and execution. Now, alright, now we can first answer. Now, so let's recap intelligence so far. Our notorious system triggered the alert for suspicious email linked to APT28 TTPs, and DevOps upload an archive to the server shortly after. Armed with this context, we can pivot to deeper investigate. Now, the user is Tom, that the one that the issue could start with that user. So if you have that, you can just go to Tom, just click continue here. They told us the room setup was there. Make sure always when you do click show hidden files, so everything is fine. We can use this later on if we want to check, but one thing usually I do, you can just check, or also you can check update roaming. You can see the win is here, Microsoft Windows. Usually when I hack the box recent item, why it's shortcasted there, this PC document, why is oh, did they roam in Microsoft, why don't think there's a PowerShell. There isn't, so that's clear there. Guys, I'm checking it quickly. Why I'm having problem in finding the usually update Tommy Bear update. Why it doesn't have the recent folder of it? I'm not sure what they did to this room, because his history is off. In any case, let's go to the next phase. You can go check if it has anything cloud services info. We get it later on this for the last question, but not now. Let's leave that on next question. If you go to download, you can see there is a property here. So there is a service configuration and guide. It's now WinWrap, and we have it's a WinWrap. You can see it's already extracted, but if you look inside, where is it? Okay, let's let it look for it. Now they give us nice question. Is the question is what's this? Whoa! What we have observed an image below. In directory command in the terminal, we detect a double extension. So basically, we just let's copy this. Get straight to DFIR directory from PowerShell. You can see we have it here, so we can just say. Stay there, we don't need oops, there's a problem with copying. I don't want to take video long, so we just check in the directory. We can see txt.inc, and of course we can see it here. We can see even Windows tell you it's a file. It's not usually what you think. Property, you can see, because Windows usually tell you okay, you can see the command there, target. Usually it's a link. So if I copy this, Control A C, this is one way to show it notepad. So you can see the whole command on it. So if you click on it, that's what it runs. So you know that, and you can just open it with not open with this, open with, where is open with? There's no open with. So we can just open it. No, don't save. Why it doesn't have tabs? This one, show all files. You can no, it's showing it in. Okay, we can't open it with that, but we can check the property. The property will give you. It's a shortcut, and that's what it runs. So we know exactly here without using. Easy tools to do it. So we know this is the command that run. You can see the external IP and all of that. Okay, we come back to this now. So we know these things is there. So there is a tool cd, the tool that we have for users DFIR. Not why is me to DFIR tools? Which one will use? No, the no, the one that use the linking. What's the name of the one that for the linking? Ah, before we that, this is nice command. I didn't know it before. No, first of all, we do the hash file, MD5. So the hash file for this is certitude. See, the file is in not DFR. It's in Tom. Tom body download service guide, and then no, yeah, and then you can do MD5, and we that usually, because usually you go to VirusTotal and search for it. That's exactly the goal of this technique. So you find that one. Additionally, since the user download the archive from the internet, this is the command in nice. I didn't get it before. This is zone identifier thing. So It can give you the information for the specific source or file download. To detect it, we will use the following command: get content minus path. Now that we have identified the source from which the victim downloads, so this is nice little command. It tells you exactly where you go download, the host URL, referral, and I didn't know this in Windows before. I remember I saw it somewhere, maybe in old TryHackMe walkthrough or something. I have suspect I seen this before. I'm not sure. So now what we have where it go load, we have the things, but now we can also, let's go back to the malicious link. The command is lecmd, the one for cdle, and then we can do lecmdx. Of course, we just give it the file. What's the file? The file is in no minus f. That's the command. You give it minus f. The file c users tom download not you, and then what's the name of the I'm getting forgetful. Service configuration, then the one for service configuration. I think you always need to no, not there. One thing, and then you suppose. Oh, sometimes I get configured with the other, confused with the other command. No, I forgot. Minus file. There's another file inside. What's the service? Oh, the file is still. We didn't put the file. Service inc. Okay, let's see now. It gives you the information now. Let's see if we get the same information we got before. Okay, so it gives us the argument. So basically, it's same as we got here in when we open the shortcut. It gives safely same thing. Argument no profile, so basically it starts from here, so it gives the same thing. So basically, you know, it's the same command. It's a PowerShell executable, so we know it's PowerShell. It gives you the timing. This is where special forensic it gives the timing and all of that. Yeah, that's basically what this command it get analysis. Now there is several intriguing findings on this here. This is file indeed malicious as initiate a connection to the server USB transfer to download the file from C2 server to the C2 drive, because remember we saw it start bit transfer. It download this file called team.exe destination to the C. And yeah, of course, TryHackMe, they removed this file for whatever reason. They didn't like us to to see it is not here. They give us half room, not all of what happened. So the next phase, we got that. Now that we understand what Elen key file was doing, let's look at what happened next. To do this, we need to prepare the logs. So basically, we'll use the evtx command, So we can just go cd evtx command. This one basically we to get the whole log of the system. Of this one, the log file, so we can just copy this one if you don't want to. Control C, and I can just come here. The idea is to create all the logs, convert them to CSV, and save the file in user DFIR. This is our user, and call the file logs.csv. Let's see. Let's start. What? You don't recognize that command, really? How are you? Dot evx. What did we type? evtx ecmd. Did what we do? We forgot the dot or something. Should work now. Now let it do the logs and then let's answer the question that we have. So because we did this, so let's go back from the top so we can know what we're talking about. Now the screen took over. Any case, we got this. We'll open it now. Let's start first. Ask some question. What is the name of the archive that Tom downloaded to the server? The server. We know the name of the archive because it's not a DFIR analysis. So it's Tom. It's in the download folder. So this is one, just copy paste. It's a .rar, so we know the extension is .rar. So they just put .rar here. Now the next question is, what file was contained within the archive? Oh, the archive is that link things that we got. If you go the name of the file, we can just, it's not .txt, it's .link lnk, so control that, we can just do that. We already .lnk, it's a shortcut, Windows shortcut. Now what is the SHA-256? The SHA-256, let's go back to that command we did before. This is zone identifier, and then they said SHA-256. Let's get the SHA-256 is the longer one. The example of the room, let's copy this, right click, and then let's put there. The next one, really, how are you? SHA-256, what did we got? Oh, the malicious link. Oh, the malicious link. Tell me that. And then you can SHA-256. Now, what is the URL from which the archive was downloaded? We got this with, where are you? The zone identifier, and tell you, is the question asking for the whole thing or just the first URL? Oh, it's asking for the whole thing. So you can do that. The next question, what command was executed by the malicious link file? You can see from the format, they want us to put the PowerShell. So basically, if you go there, remember we got the shortcut basically around the whole thing. It's a, if we go back, this is we got the argument, and then it's see from, so the way I think the room, it just want us to say without putting the PowerShell all of it. So this is the command. So we start with PowerShell because that's the field command. So it start with PowerShell, no profile, then the whole thing. Then what is the IP address of the C2? The IP address in both of them. So that's the C2 IP address. Control C. Now which service was utilized to download the second stage? We talked about this already in the room. This bit transfer, start bit transfer, that's the one that was started to download the second one. Which malicious file was downloaded using the command? What the hint it said? Provide with the full path. You can tell you here it's download called team and download in the C drive, so we know it's the executable. So we already did all of the question. When did the team establish a connection to C2 server? Now we need to come back now here. Let's go back to our CSV. We start the timeline explorer. We can open. We did save it in under the user. I don't know, better if we save it in desktop so we don't have local C users. DFIR analysis. This is our log. Let's open the log. The log will tell you, for example, it said previously we discovered that the attacker downloaded teams.exe into the system. Now let's investigate what this file did. If you pay attention, you might notice that this is a file only 7 KB size, which is, I don't know why they said pay attention. Did we know the size before this, how big it is? You guys, you removed it from the server. So now they're talking about Sysmon ID 1 and 31 is for process creation and then looking for network connection. No. So what exactly we know? We know is this is the log. The log you can also look for what that tar file .rar, for example. We can go there. Why is not there .rar? So we can go, for example. What I'm doing? rar. If we start from the where the story start, you can see now the rar story. This is our rar file, so we know the rar was there. One thing is interesting when you do these things, check the timing so you can clean your time zone. So you know it's somehow in the 12 July, I think that's the month, 12 July and 1519. So you can see, you can, for example, I can start here. The date is 2020. What the hell? Why is it 2025 here? Oh, this is us when we. Oh, that's us when we doing that. But for interesting is the whole story start in 12 July from 3 o'clock. So can we do? No. So I know it's a 2024, but not December. Why it say December here? Oh, the 7th of December. Okay. Let's get the 7th of December. That's what I'm more interested for. So we know the hacker is planning in 7th of December. So let's leave that there. This is when I'm searching for tar. Let's search for that teams.exe. Team or teams, we called it. What's the file name? Why is it it's this? Where did he calculate the size of the file? No, we'll come back to this. Oh, team with an S. So let's do some cleanup. I don't need this. Let's hide this. Hide this column. This data also I don't need it. Hide this column. I don't need to tell me what the source is, not my interest. Hide this column. I like to have the executable. So you can see when you search for team, it's here. And let's come back to it now. Let's do some cleaning. This is the username. We know the user is Barry, so we can concentrate in for now in this Tomberry user. I can just click there. So to click clean our I don't need this one. I can just hide computer. I don't need it because I know which computer. Hide this column. Username, let's leave it there for now. Channel, I don't need your channel. Height, provide the height. Level, I don't need it. So we need get process ID. I'm not for now. I don't need these things. I need a time record number. I don't need it. This colon. Event ID, we need it later on. Event record, not even, that's what I'm interested in. No, not this one. I don't need this one. So now it's clean, so let's easy to watch. Remote hots, the payload, leave them because sometimes one it show more than so let's see what happened here. If you do the team, you can see now our friend when you click on it, that's the command that run. Remember when we said stage down PowerShell, we have to connect to download the team, and you can see it start bit transfer service and download the second stage. So we know it was downloaded there. Then you have, if you look very well here, something interesting. That team things has something else in a temporary for some strange this user. And then what exactly? Let's say where is the when we look for you the Sysmon A3 is network connection. File create registry event number 13. Attach the registry. What exactly you did in the registry, Mr. Set value. What did you set? Did I see user? So it created usually there, but where is the registry name key? Now to do that we need to go out of the, but let's follow the room. Let's not confuse everybody. So upon staging the TMX, we immediately observe entry and pattern. The process established connection. Let's see if we have the connection. Did we see the connection? Source IP, destination host. What exactly is doing here? Oh, that's what we're looking for. This is the IP. Is connecting now. So after the download, there is a connection, start connection IP. And then after that there is a registry key. I'm missing the target, the key, maybe because we're filtering. No, that's a target object. Open, that's the target object, and that's created in a run. Most of the time that's why they create them. So it's an auto start. So let's go back here. So the process establishes a connection to the IP address. This behavior strongly suggests the possibility of reverse shell. Okay, so it makes sense. As we progress along the timeline, and then we detect a discovery command executed by attacker. This suggests the attacker has gained shell access. Okay, let's see what if we find it. Now we have the team. The most important, we filtered the date, so we have the date we start. What? Why the time it look funny to me? I'm more interested what happened after 3 o'clock 23 and the 7th of December. I don't know why my filtering didn't work correctly. I thought when you click, no, I don't. Sometimes these two confuse me. In any case, we'll come to the filter. Let's remove this search option. If you remove, of course, you get all this data, but we need to let me filter in the time. is not filtering the time? It's all it's all in the 7th. Oh, because we filter in the user. That's fine. So, but we know the whole story start in somehow in the 20 things. So if you go there, where is that? When it start down in that trar file, leave it from Chrome. Now we're getting too much noises now. Why I'm getting the Chrome stuff? Oh, this is the ones. So let's see the oh, now we have the command line, the C, and that's where it start. So we know the timing. So basically, because in forensic it's good to have the time. I don't know how to do the time in this thing. So we know the timing after 1523. That's what the attack start and all of that. So if you can filter there, but I'm not sure how you do the there. But from here you can follow what the attacker did basically, because now, and also you can do like the room set, for example. We can do ID 1 and 3. Why do you want 3? Because Sysmon 1 usually is the pros creation, and then 2 is 3 is the network. So if we're interested in only the 2, we can just go to, so just remember we're doing from 3 o'clock 23 up. So we can go to the event ID, we click that little things on the top. I'm looking for 1 and 3 for now. And if I go there, so we can clean some of the noise, and that's the first PowerShell. Remember the PowerShell that download the team, the second stage. Then you have who am I, IP config, and then you have system info. Then also there is the SQ query. This is for registry, if I'm not mistaken. That's that process creation. That this is where the registry also happen, because they create default.exe here. Yeah, so see, when you clean 1 and 2, so it's fine. Let's answer the question before we go to the privilege part. No, what's the question? Did we answer all of them? When did Team X establish a connection to the C2 server? So it's you can know if you go just to ID 3. So we have 3. So let's see what this first 3 what exactly go to. This is the PowerShell that downloaded the file. The next 3. This is the next 3 that connect external IP, which is this one. This is the external IP. So the next Sysmon ID 3. Did they ask us for the IP? No. When? What do? Oh, they only ask for when. No, but we know the IP. The IP already asks for us. So we know it's this line. So if I go back, this is the time that was connected. Now, what do we suspect team is? We already said it's a reverse shell. Shell, because it connects us best guess. We don't have the file to check it. What discovery command did the threat actor execute? We saw them where they are. Who am I? IP config and system info. So who am I? IP config and system info. This is the 3 command. Is the time still? I'm getting tired. Oh, 1 hour. Yeah, we did. No, the persistent mechanism. Persistent usually we get the event 13. Persistent basically more a registry autostat program or something like that. We suspect that this could be the work of APT28. Let's make a moment to remember which technique this group type use persistence. Understanding their usual tactics will help us focus on our investigation. When you go to detect possible boot or log on auto start execution for sign of persistence, we uncover clear activity from threat actor. For detection, we can review the logs using Event Viewer, or we use our CSV looking for 12 and 13. Why 12 or 13? Because if you look for 12 and 13, uh, object create deleted 12 and 13 event set. So the object and set, they working together, 12 and 13. So now we can go and say, let's unstart that event viewer. Where is that event viewer? Let's open event viewer. uh, let's go back to our event ID. Let's not look for 3 and 1, let's look for 12 and 13. Oh, nice, clean. This one, let's see what happened in 12 and 13. But we need to look. Oh, okay, you see our friend there. The Google Explorer, that's not for us, but we're looking for this friend, our team.exe, so we can see he did something. This is the key. And we can see the value details. Now, can we look it here? So our friend there. Where is the Windows logs? This is not you. Microsoft. We're looking for the Sysmon logs, so we need to go there. Where are you, Sysmon? S OPS 6 SY. I'm getting tired. Sysmon. We can just not find filter in event ID 12 and 13. We can do the date, but I'm a bit lazy, so we can just go straight to the date. We know it's 24/7. Not 4 o'clock, it was 3 o'clock. Where is that 3 o'clock one? Hey, after the 320 somewhere, you look for these registries. That's the range of the time. If we can check here, it was done. This one is it will tell us is in 332. Let's see if we get in that range. Now we trouble. This is not 32. Oh, this is 32. It's here. Let's see if let's not cheat. No, this is not. No, that's it. You can see that the user teams.exe, the value and the key. Ironically enough, I have a problem with this. Maybe someone will know, because if you go to, it's like TryHackMe, they give us half room or something. Because if you go there, I don't see the, what the hell happened here? I don't see the key they're talking about, because if you look for this 1008, there's no 1008 here. So yeah, I'm not sure where exactly, why the registry doesn't have it. Is it removed, or I don't know how they did this room, to be honest. So basically we can see it here, and we can see it in our C there. Let's go back. We got this. What is this? To ensure that the file be executed on the victim system every time the user logged in, establishing persistence for the attack. Because remember, the key, it was we know this because the set value, the key, where is that key now? It was under run. It means auto start. That usually malware where they put the stuff. They tell us use this persistent sniper, but I tried to use it. You don't find it. You will not give you the result, because the registry is not the same. I'm not sure why I don't see it. Maybe someone else found it. I don't know. Where is it? Now, what registry path did the attack use to establish persistence, and then the mechanism they did? Now we know these things because we already find them. This is the full things, the target object. Um, and then the question, what file? The file is this one. I don't see them in the registry, guys. I don't know. TryHackMe, they said there. This looks like it's something is not right. The technique, if you search for it, is boot or login auto start execution. Is basically this is the idea of it. Now the last one is privilege escalation. No, usually after this you can follow. Usually when, for example, now you can clear your event ID if you want. Say 12 and 13, and you can just follow. For example, you say here the user did the key. You can just why who am I? Pconfig system. What the hell happened? We have something not right here. Why it's the end? Oh, because we're doing this user. Let's explain now why. Dun, dun, dun. For example, now let's shift our focus to investigate sign of 60-fold privilege escalation of the system. APT28 often manipulate services to gain higher privilege. Now let's examine the logs for any activities related to service performed by Tom. Search for event code 7036 or 7045. Usually for investigation. Let's say, do we have these events? I think these storm things need to be removed for now. Seventy 36 and 45. You can see save status stopped. That's why we can see them, because the search is not in the username. That's why if you keep that username filter, you don't see them, because I think they doing is not running under the same user or something. Because I'm really surprised when he said uh, now if we look there, we find there the services start. Where are you? Status running. Again, let's go to our time. Oh, I thought we did the time correctly. Time created. Why my time is flipping around? I'm more interested in this one. The 7th of December. We know it's 3 o'clock. You can jump to 3 o'clock straightforward. Let's go back. No, not 4 o'clock. It starts at 3. The whole thing is around 3 o'clock something. Let's start looking from this line. We know it's 3 o'clock. Now let's look for any funny services happening after this. This is Google Chrome. Where are you, this service now? That's funny. Where is it? It's like we're going too fast or something. Oh, we're going out of 7. Did I miss it somehow? Why is going to 9th December? I'm more interested in the 7th. This is the last 7th. How come I don't see it? Damn it. I don't know, guys, where is it? Is my filter wrong? If 5036, 7036 and 7045, time and 1536, why I didn't see it myself? Service start, service 1536, did we pass it 1536? 3 o'clock, where is it 3 o'clock? Yeah, this is, we passed it, this strange name. MGW wherever, but because I passed, I was looking for the command, but oh, that's the you need to switch that side. User term whatever local Z7. Oh, this line is interesting. So this is the service that you talked in the room. It said, for example, we detected something quite interesting. A service name MEGW was created and started. This service executes a suspicious exhibit from a temporary folder. So this is the temporary folder we're talking about. Name. As a temporary folder, execute this one. Let's investigate this further and uncover more detail about the activity and potential application. When we look closer to this service, we saw it's running a file called test. So now what we can do, we can just to see what exactly these things do after it's run. Let's search for it. If we search for it, it's a service, but if we search for it, we need to clear again our clear filter for the, so we need to see all the events, especially the the process creation and file creation. So if we look for, there's something interesting here. The user switching now between Tom Berry and become a system here. So here's more some kind of privilege escalation here. So if we look, for example, we have the team is calling, that's the one that we did before, the trans service, and somehow that's the service file, and then the next one is the command, and these things are running now strangely enough with the system user. So I think from this three line, a privilege between Tom switch to system user, and that's why in this room they talk about when we look closer to this service, we saw it was running a file called zb.exe. So this one, what interesting is that this file was created by compromised user Tom, but it was running by the UHOOM service. What is UHOMM service? With the system privilege. Let's see what he's talking about. Yeah, it's a system. I don't know what UHM is talking about there. This means that TA was able to gain higher access by using the service, showing how they manipulated it for their advantage. So we can see that data 4. So that's the file that we're talking about. We're switching to system user, so I can see the privilege there. I'm a bit confused in this part, for don't lie to you. Oh, we can see also from the event right after this manipulation, we see connection to the command and control service being established from the system user. Now if let's keep this time at 3:36. Let's auto the filter from this, so we know this is the time we're looking for. So now if we look what happened after, source IP destination, and we have a connection here. That's the connection IP, but we don't have the port here. So to get the port, we need to do and we filter in event ID 3 for network connection. Network connection is what are you? Network connection is 3. I'm getting confused for a bit. Filter current log, get me the network connection, and more interested in December 7th, 3 o'clock. We saw it here, so we know it's in the range of 3:36, somewhere in that range. No, 36 going up. That's the where is that 30? Hopes 33, 31. No, this is 4 o'clock, and then the 3 o'clock. It's 20, 23, 23. At 23:04. Hold on, these two of them, these one and the first one that was downloading. Remember the 3:23:03? That one downloaded the team. It was in port 8085. The one that downloaded the first stage. It was in 8085. That's the first one, so we can see it here. 885. The next one. This is the one. The next one is a 36. This one is the one with user anti-authority system, and this one trial in the 1876 port. That's the which is exactly the one. The IP is 95, the same IP, and which we got here. Did we see it? And we did lost it again. 36. Source IP, destination IP is connecting here again, but this one is not connected. It's a reverse shell, this one, not the download one. So where is the port? Let's put the port quickly. The answer, we just got it there. Then what is the name of the first service that attacker create to escalate privilege? The first service we did jump. Where did you call it? We have it already in the room. They talk about it. This is the server. Where is the that service? This one. I don't want to go back and was exhibited the malicious service around the malicious service around this one, because I'm getting a bit confused now, to be honest. Which privilege? We know the privilege now. It's D2 system. It's Sunday. Which command did the attacker use to check if the user are in the admin group? You can guess it or you can check it. We can just follow what he's doing here. So he's connected. Then what? What exactly did he did? Who am I? And you can see the next one is this one. So you can just follow the trace. The DFIR is more like exactly the time and just look around it. Sometimes you guess the command to find your traces. What process the attacker access to dump user password? And then the hint it said, believe me, they didn't reinvent anything new. They used a familiar approach to dump the dump process. Let's follow. If we follow, because there's some ping in hand. Oh, because it's high privilege, let's be lazy bit for a moment. And did we filter anything? Let's filter in the system authority, this one. Because now we know it's running as the anti-system authority. Let's close that, so be lazy a bit so we don't waste too much time. So we know he did the net local and then the local administrator. Now he's pinging, too many pinging. What else is doing? This is another who am I here. So what this command do? Is running. Oh, no, that's what happened here. You can see what's happening here. You're running around 132 in this that temporary things. Hey, so we're looking for Alsace basically. That's what it will happen. Look for the parent. We need to go for the parent. So this is will get used later on if I'm not mistaken. In the process dump. Where is that Alsace things? We're getting blind again. See, that temporary things is running again. Oh, the Alsace is here. Look, I'm not sure 100% how the dumping happened because the parent command, this is a legitimate Windows things. You can see now is trying to access. Even if you go to the registry in because remember this, especially this one, this the Alsace one. You can see the process creation around 4:30. If you go to the log, what filter we put in? No, let's remove the filter for now, and let's go to our December. Let's follow the room. What the room say? This is the service, and then the meant was to gain high access by using service, showing how they manipulated it for their advantage. Right after the manipulation, we see a connection to the command and control server being. We got this connection. So the dump of the password. Okay, let's go back. As I said, 7 December. We know around 4 o'clock. Where is that 7 December again? We're not interested in that driver. Yeah, here. the process creation. This one is very that's why you look for them. uh, Process create, this is a normal one. The next one, let's see, the one for the Alsace, I think it's not 11. Which one? Yeah, Sysmon has one. Process access event ID 10. Process access event report when the process open another process. Um, so we can see it here, event 1, 12. Um, let's go back to, I'm getting confused, I know guys, sorry guys. I'm looking for the event, what registry? 10 process, this is the 10 one. It tell process access, process dump, and you talk about Alsace and CRSS, and this one talk about Alsace with Winbit, but this is a legitimate Windows services. Now you can see these two log 10 and 10 here, but usually you need to look for the process creation before that. The only process creation that we can see before um, this Alsace part here is this. I'm suspecting this FKYP. Maybe it's a Mimikaze or something. I'm not sure, because how he dump how the dump was happening here, I don't know. Because where is that the 10 one? Why we don't see it? I don't know. The CSV doesn't show me the 10. I'm not, guys. I don't lie to you because I don't see. It's not like making. Even if you search for the Alsace here, the only thing that interacting with it is the win in it. So either the other process is the one that so this process, I'm suspecting this is the process that maybe it's the one that run into dump the password. So we can answer safely. We can say it's an Alsace. We know that it's an Alsace because Alsace is the one that have the password. But how the dumping happen or something, I'm not really sure about it, to be honest. Is maybe Katsi or something? I don't know, to be honest. The next one is what's the name of the file containing host credential, and then tell you maybe you need to forget about the logs and look for find the system. Yeah, in the beginning myself also got confused. I thought, but the guy was inside the system, so you can think is we already found it in the beginning. We can just go to Tommy Brandt in his folder document. He has cloud saves info, and we got that. So we know the password is this. That's the password he said, and they said, what's the name of the file? The name of the file is this house credentials.txt, and because we are lazy, we can just go copy and paste. Control C, console. Uh, yeah, I'm only I have a little bit freaking this part, and I didn't understand it correctly. How the dump happen? I'm having issue in this part. The rest are fine. You can follow the timestamp. There's a lot of tricks to play with this one. I'm not really to say advanced on this, but I saw some people with some videos of SANS. They can group in column, and it will be easier for them. Like they can group with events and things like that to look nice. But we're learning. I hope the video, guys, you like the video. Let's conclude this. It's nice, interesting. Um, yeah. What? You're frozen now. Any case, guys, hope you like it. If you have a question, let me know. And yeah, have a good day. Thank you very much.